hello, and a very, very warm welcome back to Garden Club. Here we are in the second week in January, and we've got more lovely things to do today. I'm standing out here in the farm in the rain, so I'm not going to talk for too long. We're going to get straight on with it. You'll be pleased to know that, won't you? We're going to plant some lovely, lovely Dutch iris. We planted some more the other week, and these are the second crop of those. They're a lovely deeper colour one. The others were pale blue, and these are a lovely kind of more of a purpley colour. So we're going to put these in, and then whilst we're doing this, I can just tell you that in a minute or two we're going to go across to the greenhouse, and we're going to sow the first of your petunias which are going to be so lovely during the summer. Absolutely gorgeous, and we'll put those in. I'll tell you all about that when we get into the greenhouse, but for now, there we are. Look, one of those is sprouting already. These will flower in May, also very beautiful, of course. I'll put up a picture so you can see them, but here we are. So we've made a start for the second week in January. As it's pouring with rain, I'm moving into the greenhouse. See you in a moment. Well, there we are. That's better. I'm inside now and not standing out in the rain. For those of you who were listening really carefully a moment ago, I'm sorry. I said when I was standing in the rain that the irises we've just planted were dark purple ones. Well, some of them were, but you'll have seen the picture a moment ago, and we were planting mixed iris. So you get all the lovely colours, the yellows and the whites and the purpley ones, all mixed up together. So just to clear up that little confusion. So now we're going to sow the petunia seeds, and the petunias are tiny. So next week we're going to sow seeds together, and I'm going to get those of you who have things delivered, I'm going to get you to sow the seeds yourselves. But today we're going to sow these petunias because they are microscopic. So here we are. Here's the petunias. You always know when they're little because you get a big packet like this, and then inside, look, you get one of those little plastic tubes which won't come out. Came out a moment ago, but it won't come out now. Here we are. Look at that. So you see, we have got something in excess of 100 seeds in there, and yet they're just that tiny little piece down at the bottom. These have beautifully big petunia flowers, Petunia grandiflora. They are lovely, and they'll be a gorgeous show. You know, we've spent a lot of time over the last few months talking about what's going to be lovely in February and March and April and May. Here we are. We have things that are going to be beautiful in June. Flaming June, think of that. Here we are, we're standing in the greenhouse in January. It's rather a dull day today and the rain is coming down, and we're preparing for June. What a beautiful thing that is. Anyway, let's get on and sow the seeds. So here's the tray all ready with just the right amount of moisture in it, and we'll dive into the little tube of seeds. Make sure my hand's nice and dry so they don't get stuck to it. We don't want to lose any, do we, when they're so small? I'm going to tip them out like that, like we do. Few left in the bottom, we'll get those out in a minute. You see them again, very tiny seeds. I'm just going to sprinkle these in very evenly across the whole surface. Spread them out. They will be lovely in there. Good. Now I think, in fact, that's enough in that one tray. I think we'll do another tray of those. So I'll do those in a minute or two. There you are. Put those back in there again, because we don't want to sow them too thickly. If we sow them too thickly, it makes it very hard, first of all, for Liz to prick them out. And you know, they just don't grow so well. They need a bit of space around them. So I've made a label already. Put the label in there. We'll give it its little lid, and then it'll be in the warm propagator. You may actually be able to hear the sound of the heaters working behind me, the fans, keeping the greenhouse warm, but also getting the air circulating at this time of year. I hope it's not annoying to you, but it's a good sound really, because it's looking after all your plants. Good, right, let's see what's next. Well, now, a few things to show you. First of all, look at these Dutch iris. You've got to keep an eye on the ones that you've got in the garden. If you're one of the places that have got these sitting in the garden now, which you should have in fact, look, when they get to this stage, early in January, they're going to surprise you. I think I said this to you last week, but I'll definitely say it again now. Really, really keep an eye on the irises, because when they get to this stage, they go from this to in bloom in days sometimes. So you'll get a lovely surprise. I'd be very, very surprised if they're not in bloom by the end of January. So it's not long to wait. It's really exciting. Now, what else have I got here? Well, Liz has been nurturing some lovely primroses, the coloured primroses, you know, the primula, in the greenhouse. And so here we are, look. They're all sorts of lovely colours. They're looking good. They're going to cheer up the place as we go on towards those lovely spring flowers. Only maybe 4-5 weeks we'll get the first of the daffodils. You will get the first of your daffodils, unless of course we go into another beast from the east or something, but you know, just keep your fingers crossed. There's a heather, lovely bit of heather. There we are. I like a bit of heather. There we are. It's very good. It's a young heather, that one. This is one that we've been planting out actually ourselves later on. We need some more heather. So a nice one. Sort of white with a hint of pink. Every week of the year there is something beautiful to look at. Anyway, it is such a joy always to be with you. And I'm already looking forward to next week. Next week we're going to sow some, I'm going to tell you in advance, we're going to sow some geranium seeds. And when I say we, I mean you, because I shall be bringing the geranium seeds along for you to sow in many places. So that's a lovely thing. Looking forward to doing that, and looking forward to so many other lovely things that we can enjoy in the garden. And every week now it gets better and better. So until then, do take care, and bye bye for now. Bye bye.